Good morning and welcome. It's Wednesday, it's the 10th of April and it's a dirty morning out there. I'd love to tell you that, it's really lovely and bright. It's not. There's a filthy, dirty black cloud just hanging over the window outside here. We're going to see further heavy showers across many parts of the county later on today. Top temperatures will get up around maybe 10, 11 or 12 degrees, but yeah, we're in for a lot of rain later on. Boo! I think Friday, as in today and tomorrow is wet, and I think then Friday doesn't look too bad, but still, bleh. We'll take it though. Hopefully, there's a sign of better things to come. What did they say? April showers and all that. Right, it's Andrew here. I'm on my own this morning. Elaine was at the Ireland and England game in the Aviva in Dublin last night, so she'll be back on air with us again tomorrow morning. Looking forward to hear how she got on, actually, because I know obviously it wasn't the result Ireland wanted. Ireland lost 2-0 to England last night, but the atmosphere sounded amazing. I mean, I watched it on TV. Was it 32,000, I think, were at the game? So I'd say it was, the atmosphere sounded like it was amazing anyway. Papers this morning, not surprisingly, Simon Harris is on the front page of every paper, including the Examiner. The Irish story is a story of hope and optimism, and we must ensure it lights our way. Those were the words of Simon Harris as he accepted the nomination to be our new Taoiseach yesterday, and he's pictured on the front page with his wife and his two kids as well. And there's more than in the Examiner in the sports section about the Ireland and England game with the Women's Euros last night as well. Same story in the Times this morning. Government to formally recognise Palestine as a state. Simon Harris is congratulated by members of the Dáil and his cabinet as he officially became the Taoiseach yesterday. And the Taoiseach then also spoke separately in talks with the EU and Arab foreign ministers on a move to formally recognise Palestine as a state. And universities are set to run deficits of €15 million. Colleges struggling to cope with rising costs and increasing staff numbers, says the Irish Times as well there this morning. The Mail, another lovely photograph of Simon Harris and his daughter on the front page there. My daddy, the new Taoiseach, Simon Harris, becomes our youngest leader, but rumblings have started over the reshuffle. There's already people kind of saying that, certain people shouldn't be in certain posts, certain people shouldn't be in the cabinet at all, and so on. But Simon Harris last night became the youngest Taoiseach in the history of the state, vowing to bring new ideas, new energy and new empathy to public life. There's more on that covered inside the Mail today. Same story in the Star then. A picture there, a kiss for Daddy, the Taoiseach. He's pictured with his daughter, as I mentioned. This is pretty much the same photograph on the front page of both the Star and on the Mail today. Main story in the Star, though, is tracker creep stalked women. Man hid device in victim's car and then followed her every move for 6 months. The creepy builder stalked a woman for more than 6 months by putting a tracker on her car so he could watch her every move. That's like something out of a Netflix series. And Unreal Madrid drama. Some crackers in the Champions League last night. We'll come back to that. And there's a full bit in the papers today about the Masters, which gets underway tomorrow. And a picture there of Rory McIlroy on the front page of the Star. Same then in the Mirror this morning. First day as Taoiseach in Dad Éireann. More pictures of Simon Harris with his children as opposed to Dáil Éireann. To get it? Brilliant from the Mirror today. Champs League terror threat, though. On a more serious note, soccer stadia on high alert after kill them all message. Champions League matches this week have been put on high security alert after Islamic State terrorists issued a chilling threat. So you had matches in London last night and Madrid. You've games tonight in Paris. Oh Christ, where's the other game on tonight? I forget, but they're all on serious security alerts anyway as a result of that. And that's in the Mirror this morning as well. The top trends then are all kind of similar and all related. Taoiseach, Simon Harris, as I mentioned, became the 16th Taoiseach of Ireland yesterday and will have his first cabinet meeting today. That's the top trend. And then the Champions League is also trending. So two crackers last night. And now I was flicking between the Irish match and the Arsenal-Bayern Munich game. I did flick on the Man City game for a few minutes, but that looked like the thriller. So Man City went 1-0 up. Madrid brought it back to 1-1. Then Madrid went 2-1 up. City brought it back to 2-2. City went 3-2 up, and then it ended up 3-3. Brilliant game there in Madrid last night. Arsenal drew 2-2 with Bayern Munich in another cracker at the Emirates last night as well. A lot of controversy over that, which I'll come back to in a second. And Come On You Guys in Green is also trending. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Ireland lost out to England 2-0 last night in the Women's European qualifiers. Over 32,000 people were there. Atmosphere sounded amazing, as I said, and our own Elaine Kinsler was there. Now, I will say this as well. I thought Ireland were particularly bad. I thought they were very poor in the first half. But the last maybe 25 minutes, Jesus, Ireland were good. They just couldn't get anything on goal. Well, when I say that, two brilliant saves from the English goalkeeper, in fairness. Katie McCabe, I think RT gave player of the match in the end. But I thought the last 20 minutes, Ireland were just outstanding. Just attack, attack, attack. England really under pressure, but the damage, unfortunately, was done at that point. So lost 2-0 last night. And Thomas Tuchel, the Bayern Munich manager, he's trending. And the reason he's trending is because last night there was an incident in the Arsenal Bayern Munich game. It was a weird one, right? So Arsenal goalkeeper takes a kick out. It's then stopped by the hand of one of the Arsenal players, who then kicks it back to the goalkeeper again to kind of retake, if you like. So that's a penalty. There's no way around that. That is a penalty, right? But I think Thomas Tuchel was annoyed because the referee's on-pitch description or reason for not giving a penalty is what really pissed him off. And the reason he gave was, look, it was a kid's error. There was nothing meant by it. But that's fine, but it's still a penalty. Do you know what I mean? We've seen penalties given for less. Look at the Irish game last night. So yeah, I think definitely had the call there for a penalty. I think VAR should have stepped in as well. The whistle had gone. The goal kick was clearly taken. He picked up the ball with his hand, put it down, and then kicked it again. That's clearly a penalty. This was inside the 6-yard box, by the way. So if you missed it, go on to Twitter or Facebook or whatever today. You'll actually see it because it was quite unbelievably obvious. And before I wrap up the video, right, I'm just going to make myself a coffee and stop bloody yawning. I am in good form today. I just can't stop yawning for whatever reason. On the show this morning, I want to talk about a new list released, which is the top 10 worst movie sequels ever. 2 films feature County Kerry in it. Can you guess what they are? Any chance? Sequels, no, mind you. But I'm just going to throw it out there, though. If you're watching the Instagram or you're watching the Facebook, leave us a comment here. Have you watched a film that had a sequel and you just thought that was awful? An example I always give is I've watched Titanic 2. It's bloody dreadful. It's one of those cheaply made sci-fi movies. And the premise is that the Titanic is rebuilt exactly to the same standard as the original Titanic. It goes off on the same route and the same voyage, and then it meets the same fate. But the CGI and everything, it's just awful. So have you seen anything like that? Is there any other movie sequel you've watched that maybe some people loved, but you thought that was shite? You can leave a comment here. You can text or WhatsApp us 083 300 3300 or leave a comment here, as I said. Right, I'm going to go and make a cup of coffee and wake up. And I'm live on the radio in a few minutes' time. Have a good day. Good luck.